good morning and welcome to Morning at NTV. My name is Idris Matu and this is Everyday Life. Now, a few days back, the PLE results came out and over 40,000 primary kids got their results. They got excited, but then the question that we are posing today is, what happens after PLE? In the studio today, I have Mr. Sengoza Sula from Hana International, who is the Deputy Headmaster, Hana International. You are welcome, sir.
Thank you very much.
And I also have John Bosco Kalimera, who is the Dean of Examination, still at Hana International. Welcome, boss.
Thank you, sir.
Well, now, the question. I'll first go to Mr. Sula.
Yes.
The question is, after PLE, what should students and parents put on their to-do list?
Okay, now, after PLE, students have to get ready for the next level, which is secondary, and there are many options. Gone are the days when it was only UNEB and everyone was going to do the national system. These days there is Cambridge, like for example at Hana we are offering two systems, that is the UNEB and the Cambridge. So a kid can decide whether to do Cambridge or to do UNEB. So at this time, this is the time parents have to come in, consult, and then know which option is better for his kid or which option he can offer for his child, which is better for him. And you find that for us we have in two systems, which is a dual curriculum. We are having respect for UNEB. If a parent says I'm going to do UNEB, then the kid will do UNEB. If I'm going to do Cambridge, then he will offer Cambridge. So we are not limiting to one syllabus. So you can open up to all the syllabuses in this world, and it is global. So the kid can study from Hana, then also go outside than doing other small courses. So you just do it directly.
So that, because Cambridge interests me. This is the international, international syllabus. Under Cambridge, what would a student be studying?
In Cambridge, the student is going to have two options. That is the GCSE and also GCE. That is the O-level and A-level. So this one of O-level will take around 3 years instead of 4 years. Then in A-level, he will have what we call year 12, which is the AS and the A2. AS is like senior 5. Then A2, then he can also do year 13, which is like senior 6. So the child has options of either doing in senior 5 and sits his exams and then he goes to a university, or wait and do what we call A2 and does everything. But he has options of doing some subjects and leaving out others. Two, the coverage, the number of subjects you will have in year 8, there are many. You can have around 13, which is involving music. We are trying to find out the talent, which is involving the art, which is involving everything that we put up.
Basically, under Cambridge, you do not only concentrate on education, books, reading books, but you also want to improve a child's talent.
Talent and defining the specific areas which this child is having interest in. Oh, wow.
And I'll go to Mr. John Bosco, who is the Dean of Examinations, the people we hated the most during school. Exams are done, the results are out. Some of these kids have gotten 4, others have gotten 6, others have gotten 10. Does it matter what grade I have got for me to be able to enter secondary education? Should it matter?
It matters. It matters, especially on our national side. Most schools will not like taking someone who has got very poor grades. The international section, in most cases, we deal in age group. Yeah, we deal in age group. So you are at a particular age, you are supposed to be at a particular level. When you come, maybe what my colleague has not explained is that we have a variety of subjects and a variety of options that is at our international section. For example, at school we say you do a minimum of 7 subjects and a maximum of 10. And these 7 subjects, we will say that math and English are compulsory. And you're supposed to have a science. then the others you just pick. And still you have an option. You have an option of maybe sitting some papers, because we have 2 sittings in a year. We have May, June, and we have October, November. A learner may decide to sit May, June, like 3 papers or 1 paper.
This is under UNEB, the national.
This is under the international, the Cambridge International.
The Cambridge,
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, a learner may decide to do 2 papers, 2 subjects. Then in October, November, you finish up with the others. Now, at the end, when your certificate is coming, all the subjects will be indicated on this. So basically, it is a very flexible curriculum.
What would you advise, Mr. Sula?
Yes.
What would you advise the parents and also the kids who are now excited, they're entering secondary education? What would you advise them to enter for, the UNEB or the international syllabus?
Okay, I think what we could advise these kids is that both are good, but you find that with Cambridge it is faster. We don't have enough time to waste in education.
Because I see it's about 5 years?
5 years you'll be through.
Not 6.
And with Cambridge, there's an advantage of a talented student, that if someone is bright, he can skip classes. He is promoted faster.
Oh, wow.
We are not promoting at the end of the year.
Yes.
So a teacher will sit and say, A is good, A is slow. So let us handle the one who's slow with more lessons, and the one who's fast can go. So it is not at the end of the year. So if we can see after 2 terms someone is good, then he is promoted.
Oh, wow.
So that one gives him space, and the child will move very fast. And even you find that when these subjects are done, there's an element of what we call games. These kids, we have to open them to sports so that their brains wake up. And you find that all this time they are going to be doing their co-curricular activities. They will do, for example, at Hana we have badminton, they will do swimming, they will go for rugby. So they will have all these varieties, aerobics, so to wake up their brains. And it's not only books and books and books. The other advantage someone has, it is a global world and the internet is there. So someone will have the internet, who will even search. And you find that today, the kids we are having are brighter than us. And we have to take that as a fact.
Yes.
The only difference that we have, that for us we went to school, we are born earlier. So the kid can even guide you, the teacher. And there's what we have, teacher support, and students what? Support. So the kid can open up and he will have his account and download all this work and find out. So the teacher's role is to guide that here we do this and A, B, C, D. So not only that the teacher has his yellow notes, that is the one to give you.
This is what happens,
and the A, B, C. So the kid can also open up and is exposed. 2, you'll find that why Cambridge, we are emphasizing Cambridge, that it is flexible. The kid will have all this on his table and will have it very fast. And you find that in the evening we'll have time for co-curricular activities. Then cramming, there is an element of visual learning that someone is going to see. For example, when we are talking about digestive system, someone is going to see it. We have something which is, for example, the visual learning, the smart board.
Is that like a TV?
Yes, it is more of a bigger TV
in
class, and you will see exactly when you are talking of digestion from the mouth to where it is going to end.
You watch
He's going to see it.
documentaries.
He's going to watch it and he's going to see it. And the classes, we divide them into small classes. That is around 15 to 10.
That is for Cambridge.
Cambridge. And you find that if the class is small, it gives the teacher more time to see each and everybody in that class. And when they reach 15, we create another stream. Whereas in Cambridge, we shall have, for example, you're having 45. If it is more than 45, you make another stream. But in Cambridge, when it is only 15 students, the teacher is able to see everyone in his class.
There's more attention to detail.
And they will always give these assignments in the evening, and also the teacher will mark, will have enough time to do research and send this work. Then even after they are finished, because we are saying it is e-learning, they will always have the work on their laptops. We have a hard copy and soft copy. You know,
so no homework on papers, this and that.
We are trying to go away from the
Well,
papers.
if you have just joined us, we are here on Everyday Life and we are talking about secondary education. The PLE results came out, and now we have a lot of primary leavers who are looking to join secondary education. But the question is, what kind of education should you enter into? Because at HANA International, and I have guests from HANA International who are saying there are options. There is secondary, there is the national syllabus, which is UNEB, and also there is the Cambridge, which is an international syllabus. And they're saying, do not limit your child to one option of UNEB as it was done years ago. Now things are evolving, education is evolving, things are becoming different, technology is available, and they're saying, look for options that your child can have better education. Now, the lines are going to be open. You can call in and ask a few questions. If you're a parent, you can ask, when should you apply for your student to get, you know, into HANA or any other school? The lines will be open. And now going back to Mr. Sula.
Yes, please.
You've talked about having a smaller class and having more detail with your students. Does that also reflect in the fees? Because I presume if the class is smaller, then you have, and there is more technology, there are more equipments supplied to these students, probably would the fees be higher than UNEB?
Okay, the difference is there's a automatical difference in fees. For example, we are charging a Cambridge student $1,750, and the UNEB student, we charge him $2 million. And we find that when we say $2 million, everything is inclusive. There's no business of running to Chikubo to do all this other shopping. So we say $2 million, and everything, even somehow the shopping is what? Inclusive.
So you provide the child with beddings, with food.
And actually we do the meals throughout the day. The kid, every after 2 hours, we assume the brain is using a lot of energy and glucose. So every after 2 hours, he will go and feed and he's at the school.
Mr. Sola, hold on. Every after 2 hours,
yes.
I get to eat.
Yes, that is at 7, he will have something to eat.
Yes.
At 10, he will have something to eat. At 1, he will have a lunch. And we think it must be a balanced diet, that we must have all these meals, rice, matoke, Irish, fruits, and this one keeps this kid healthy and having a balanced diet. Then at 4, you will have some fruit, maybe even some evening tea. Then at 6, we also have this supper. So we just rotate on what is on the menu, and this keeps the kid healthy. And also when he's using his energy, we'll know how to recover the energy which he had lost.
Mr. John Bosco, I'll come to you with this question. What is the I think we have a caller. Do we have a caller, director? Hello? 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 Hello?
Hello?
Hello, sir. What's your name and where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Kampala. This is my first time calling NTV in my entire life.
Yes, what's your name?
My name is Frank Gashumba and I'm calling from Bunga.
Francis Gashumba.
Frank Gashumba.
Frank? Oh, wow, okay. Mr. Frank, how are you? How are you this morning today?
Good, good.
Yes, we are talking about secondary education. What do you have to say about that?
Now, there is something you guys are missing.
Yes.
Yes, they are very right. Both UNEB and Cambridge are good. But the advantage with international schools or Cambridge that they really discover the inner part of a student. But in Uganda, we have a terrible dead UNEB syllabus where the Ministry of Education believes that all students must get 4. They must do PCM. They must do PCB. And they are losing it in such a way that human beings are created differently. I'll give you an example.
Yes, sir.
If you went to Lake Victoria and picked up a fish, drop it on the ground, can it swim? It can't, because it's meant to swim in the lake.
Yes.
It's the same with the human beings. A young girl can be very good at IT. A young girl can be very good in netball. A young girl can be very good in singing. UNEB does not cater for that. It's not there. So for UNEB, it's very simple. If you can't perform well in biology and chemistry, you don't belong here. Meaning there are many, in Uganda, I believe there are Beyoncés, there are Rihanna's, there are Mike Zuckerberg, but unfortunately the UNEB syllabus does not discover these kids.
Mr. Frank, are you saying that probably in Uganda we should go away with the UNEB system?
The UNEB system expired 50 years ago.
Okay.
Let me finalize.
Yes.
Another thing you should help viewers to listen to. What makes up a kid to excel in class? It's three. The parent,
Yes.
the student, and the school. Because even if Hana is the best school in Uganda, what happens when this young boy or this young girl leaves school and she's home? It's a combination of three. It has to be a parent, a school, and a student. A study was done in Finland, and they found out that parents that involve their lives into their children's activities in school, the children tend to excel. You get my point?
Yes, sir.
So encourage parents to involve themselves into the activities of their children. Because even if you take your kid to the best school in Uganda, if you don't involve yourself in, this boy or this young girl will just sit and relax. And another thing with UNEB teachers think they work in heaven.
That's what they have said.
I know this, I've been to these schools, international schools. They teach children to respect teachers, not to fear them. When children fear teachers, they won't be free with each other. Students must be free with teachers, whereby this young boy, if there's something you don't understand in the class, you will be able to consult a teacher outside class. So there is that fear in your neighbor schools. You are getting me?
Yes, we do understand, sir.
Fear. And let me tell you, even if I have a kid tomorrow, never I cannot take my kid to a neighbor school. Because I've been there, I've visited schools, I interact with the youth every day.
Yes.
Your neighbor syllabus died, and it was buried 50 years ago. Finally.
Oh, wow.
Neighbor syllabus. Yes, Jesus is coming back. But they still teach children, River Zambezi, Amazon forest, prairies. How does it? So if a young boy who wants to be a doctor in Uganda, a young boy who wants to be a doctor, you are teaching him Amazon forest, River Zambezi, prairies. How does it relate to his future? Do you get my point?
We do get your point, sir.
Another thing. Akafembayo. This business of giving children holiday work must stop. Kids, we were told from day one that do the right thing at the right time at the right place. Isn't it? If you are sending kids for the holidays, why do you give them homework?
They should be relaxing.
Yes, they should have fun. They should play football. They should jump. They should do anything. Nabukera was telling during her days at St. Lawrence, the first week they report, they are being given exams of the assignments they were given in holidays. Nothing. Thank you so much. This is my first time by recording NTV.
Thank you so much, Mr. Frank. And probably we shall have to bring you here and we talk more about education. Thank you so much. That was Frank Gashumba. Thank you for calling. And he says that the UNEB system is dead. Do you agree with him in that?
Okay, what we are saying, the UNEB system came from Cambridge, but we have failed to move with the technology that is moving on. And you find that the way we have said that we look at a holistic child, it is not about someone who got 4 that we look for. Take a study and find out these people who get 4, where are they? The people who get first class are not the best at work, but someone the skills he gets. And you find that there is now an element of jobs that we are having a problem in Uganda. People, majority of them, they are not employed. But we have to get a kid who is going to find solutions to our problems.
Oh, well.
And find an element of entrepreneurship.
And unfortunately, we are running out of time. And I'm just going to give a chance for both of you to give us a last word before we go off. And I'll start with you, Mr. John Bosco. Any last word? What are you telling the parents? What are you telling the students?
I would like to inform parents that school is open right now. For us, we are in our second term of Cambridge. Please bring your children to Hana International School, and we give them the best in life.
All right, Mr. Sula, any last words?
My last word is to the parents to encourage them to see the two sides of the coin now. There's Cambridge and UNEB, and for us at Hana, we are open. Let us work together. As Mr. Gashumba said, the three people must be there, the parent, the student and the teacher. And when you find the teachers are closer to the kids, they will give you the best. So we are saying we are ready to give the best to your child at Hana.
Where do we find Hana International?
Hana is found along Masaka Road, that is in Isanji, and just branch off just a few kilometers.
If I'm not able to come to Hana International, how do I get in contact with you? We
have a number which is, mine is 0782 53 52 65. I'm the deputy teacher.
And and also our website is www.hana.international school, but school is
schch.com.ug. All right. Well, thank you so much, Mr. Sula, and thank you so much, Mr. John Bosco. We have been talking about secondary education. It's very important for any primary leaver student who has just gotten their results and they are looking to join secondary school, start a new life. Well, the guests in the house are from Hana International, and they're telling you they are open. You can go and start applying. You have an option of the international syllabus or the national syllabus. And they're saying it's up to you to choose. It's up to you to choose. You can find them on 0782535265. I shall repeat that, 0782535265, or go to their website www.hanainternational.school.ug. Well, continue the conversation on our website www.ntv.co.ug, or on Facebook NTV Uganda, or Morning at NTV, or on Twitter Morning at NTV. You can contact me on Idris Matu, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or any other platform. Now, coming up next is sports, and later on we shall have Mwasuze Mutia. Have a very good morning.